And it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Los Angeles Rams. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
180. What's that?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
180.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BG. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches, too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognized the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mayfield down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
You talk about this Miami defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for Dr. Thank you, Dr. Davis. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
180. What's up?
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
180. Pistol. Done.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5.
180. Up, tighten up. Up, what's up?
Now Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
180. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Thompson now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out right at the 25. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Come on, set. 45. What?
Now it's Thompson. He'll dump this off to Achane. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gives him a little extra on the play. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
33-yard line.
Ready. Check 2. Ready.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Of 6. And the Dolphin first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Again, it's Achane. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
He's across midfield.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in safety.
Achane hit in the ball zone. And he's got this down to the 35.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Black 40. Set, go.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Miami.
Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 60. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point up and good by Auburn. And that makes the score 21-0.
Rams, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
18, Pioneer. Ready, check go.
2nd and 4. And he drops it incomplete. And his struggles continue here. You talk about this Miami defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hurt. 19 Lion.
They'll drop the throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Go.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go, sack, go.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Gets this one to Hill. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's
21-0 our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, Thompson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Well, here's Ryan Wright now as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
A 3-yard pickup.
And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
19, right here. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come 19, come 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. More, take it, go.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. That is caught. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, but instead a give up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler.
They're going to look to throw. That one down the field for Ferguson. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
And goal to go.
Shot. 19 Tiger. Set go. Bring it.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, LA.
Well, this has not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now we're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Running right, here's Achane. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready?
Here's Thompson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Thompson going to throw it. Throw caught by Achane. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
33-yard line.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Cluster, stick. Here we go, set.
Now Thompson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
First and goal, Miami.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll run. H.M. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready? Fight. 97. 10 black. Black shot.
Thompson looking to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard
So
line.
often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense is looking for.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Cowboy 80. Go street. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Ready, set.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Liking 18. 18, pioneer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Rams 14.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
52 boots.
Here's Thompson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
33.
Now Thompson. That one complete to Hill. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 31-yard line.
Thompson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Set, ready. Green jack. Block 40.
Again, Thompson's going to throw this. Open man is Waddle, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ready, ready.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go. Here we go. 10. Ready?
Up the middle, Achane. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Cody Turner. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Looking to throw. Thompson. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Tyreek Hill. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
17. Ready.
Back to throw. Thompson. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Ready. Yellow, 43.
In motion, Hill. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
38.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Rams 14.
And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Set up. Bravo 80.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go. Ready?
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a
gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Go.
Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Hawk Watch the whip. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Switch.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to go up top again. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and
Well, they
10.
definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Thompson's pass intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That's a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Check. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go get him. Check the call. Hey, check that. Hut.
Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach Termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time,
he's got it with the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into third place all time. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT. And they open the lead out now to 25 points.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Rams 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36.
Check, Bobcat. Go, Rig. Go. Get up.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender.
A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
42, Rams 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Let's go.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Thompson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Rams, 1st down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. That one down the field for Ferguson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 Lion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. That is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Smith ready. Here we go. 10 black, ultra, cut.
Now a give, running left is right. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
He was taken down.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Cut.
And they'll go right back to Wright. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Set, ready. Set, cut.
They'll give this a chance. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they take a knee.
Let's go now. Nike 18.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Ball at the 23, second and 8.
Come on, set. Bravo 80.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.